the scene when the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Gurley again here on first down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now on second down, this is Gurley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
20, go, 12, let's go. Watch the screen.
Goff on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the out. Hey, shell.
Back to the ground game here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Check 99. Hey, 76.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Motion. Hey, lift.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Zerline's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, you know, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. The Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-2. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Check. Crunch. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Switch.
On first down, it's Gurley. They find some open field here. That good for 19 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
No. Switch. Check three. Hold on. Check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's on it.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Value 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
He didn't. Team in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, Knight. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach. Jonathan Coach was going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted.
He's in the end zone.
Xavier Woods with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
Talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I did some whatchamacallit shit right there. Pete Carroll shit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
What?
To let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down.
Hell, you won. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Bravo.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, it's Elliott. 11 yards there, 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Prescott finding Witten. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Prescott.
Come on, man.
Left side by Cooper. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
Give me that.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 47.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's Gurley. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Gouzier with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 sacks, and he's in search of another one right now. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Rams have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up his score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown loss. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 44, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that well. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3.
You ain't going nowhere.
He'll they'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time.
What's up, y'all?
See if they can avoid doing it here. They don't need to run
What's
another
going
play
on?
here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm watching y'all play. Y'all game good as shit.
Again, they run with Gurley. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Goff's going to hand it to Gurley.
Oh, my God.
Down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That would have been a touchdown. You got that hole.
Now Goff. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks.
Oh, shit.
Third
Wow.
touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me,
I'm gonna
that
lose
looks
this
like
game.
that's
This
the
is
one
what I'm
that's
gonna
gonna
lose this
finish
game.
them
I
off.
threw a
Score
pick
that puts
six,
him in
bro.
front
Like,
here late, but now
in the
you
fucking
got to
second
rally
quarter,
your
man.
kick team,
Well, I
don't
should have
you,
ran
and
the
say
ball.
the last
I
thing
did some
we need is a big return.
Pete Carroll
And what
shit.
happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so
did some
excited they
Pete
want to make the
Carroll
last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Back to throw.
Pick it up! Yeah, that's it, baby!
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman.
Let's go, man! Let's fucking take this shit to the house.
Wow.
Let's go.
He came back for that
Let's
motherfucker.
fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. Fuck out of here, man.
Now that was a beautiful play.
Let's go.
6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Let's go, man. Ain't no free games over here, man.
I like it.
Zerline connects on the
Let's
extra
fucking
point.
go,
And
man.
the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot
man.
right
I
now
needed
as this
that.
one's in the air.
I need my boost. I need all
And
my
they will
boost,
not
man.
get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for L.A., it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Quality win. That's what I'm saying. I ain't had, go look at my shit. I ain't had Gurley all fucking shit. Nigga been getting fucking sniped. He was sniped like the fucking second game of the fucking year, dog. Then he got sniped last. He got sniped against Bull like the second. No, he got sniped against Bull like the 3rd play of the game. And I get me a develop. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a development boost for this. Then get a development boost for playing my games. That's two fucking corners, nigga. We set, man. We on the popping right now over here. I couldn't stop Elliott for shit. The nigga, they pull out niggas averaging 9 yards a carry. Gurley was averaging 8 yards a carry. But if I'd have lost that game, it would have been that fucking play that I threw a fucking, I think it was like in the 2nd quarter, I threw a fucking pick 6. Gurley killing the whole drive, he in red, so I'm like, man, fuck it. I had just ran like a similar play. I'm like, man, fuck it. Let me shoot it. And when I seen you had that linebacker. As soon as I threw that bitch, you jump. I'm like, fuck, this shit's pick. Pick took that shit to the crib. Yeah, it was Xavier Woods. You took that bitch to the fucking house. That's what happened against Ghost. I did the same shit against Ghost when we was playing the whatchamacallit. I'm running, and that's how I got him at the end of the game. When we tied up, I was like, man, I know he gonna jump this route. I'm 100% sure he gonna jump this route. He picked it up, because he picked it up earlier, but I had scored twice. I had scored twice running that shit, so I'm like, he gonna jump the route. That's why I ran my quarterback on that nigga. Yeah, I'm trying to watch this.
I came to win.
They ask you my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that for
you will never find.
Jay in here? Jay in here? Oh yeah, we good. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2. We need one, but we'll be good. Dre, you in here? All right, bet yeah. Then we should be good. I can get elite. Oh, for real? Damn. Elite will play with us if we need one. Or let me see if Dre brother online. Yeah, matter of fact, damn yeah, Jay got a big man, you got the shooter. Yeah. That bitch be fucking. I don't know what he be doing, but that nigga be hitting, nigga. That nigga be fucking hitting. He be putting pressure on motherfuckers, man.